Alright, new video, 15 minutes again. I've got e4 played against some player from Ukraine. Check quickly, it doesn't have a name in there. Alright, I'm trying to play the Khan variation here. If he, not quite sure. What is he going for? C3 or something? I intend to play A6 here on knight d4. The Khan variation. I discussed this recently with a friend of mine, and he intends to play this line, so maybe I give it a try as well. Okay, so surprisingly taking his time here. Alright. Yeah, e6 and a6 is the Khan variation. It's a pretty interesting setup, and the main point is that it's a very flexible line. Black has still the option of using his bishop. For instance, exactly now I could play bishop b4 here. White is going for this English attack setup, and I have the chance now to get this pin going here. And now I can even play d5, putting immediate pressure on his center, unless yeah, I don't think, no. I was just thinking maybe white has some ideas with a3 and maybe sacrificing this pawn here, but I don't think this is too feasible. Not quite sure what he's playing here really. The Khan variation actually should prevent the English attack. So he went for it anyway, and I hope this is really the, yeah, the refutation or the reason why the English attack is not possible. I'm not a huge expert here. I only know that against the Khan it shouldn't be possible, but I'm not sure about the exact line, but this looks very logical. Getting immediate pressure on c3, and now with d5 played also on the center here. So if white would capture, I capture with the knight, and then c3 is under huge pressure. I've got it attacked 3 times already, and he doesn't have a convenient way to defend this knight. He would yeah, probably need to do something drastic. Yeah, this actually allows e5 and d4. I don't think white should have any great sacrifices here. e5 and d4 should win a piece, if I'm not mistaken here. e5. Yeah, maybe he can get some kind of semi-correct compensation out of this, but yeah, but well, it's a piece. I could of course also just capture on e4 with a nice position, but okay, e5 d4 wins a piece. It's hard to believe that white should have enough there. He can play something like knight e2 d4, and then let's say knight d4, e d4, bishop d4. He's got 2 pawns then for the piece, but it's hard to believe that this should be enough. Yeah, he could also take on d5 with the pawn, and then e d4, bishop d4, and sacking a piece this way. Okay, d4, and it's a piece. Yeah, I still need to be a bit cautious, because of course I'm not so well developed, but okay, it shouldn't be too serious. I also right now need to think how to develop further here. Knight c6 is the usual move, I think, to win a tempo here. Of course he could take on f6, but this would weaken the dark squares really enormously. And he always has the queen in this annoying pin. Yeah, this is good, I think. If he retreats, I just want a nice tempo for development. And if he takes, I recapture. And if he goes for a long castle, for instance, I can just play bishop e6. He always suffers from this pin, and not quite sure how he should proceed with this pin anyway to get rid of it. Okay, he just retreated the bishop. Question now is, should I complete development first, or should I try to play concrete moves here, like let's say knight e5, with the idea of knight c4, or just capturing. Bishop e6, of course, I need to reckon with f4 at some point. Yeah, bishop e6 looks normal still. Yeah, come on. Let's try to not play too slowly here. On f4, I could also consider putting a rook on d8 with a long castle, or alright. Yeah. Yes, I have more than one good move here. I could also keep it simple and just capture c3 and play queen e5, which exchanges queens, or wins an additional pawn on b2. Yeah, it's certainly not bad. Of course, I can also just keep the pin with bishop a5. Maybe retreat the bishop to b6 later to exchange e3. The e3 bishop is somewhat, yeah, maybe it's his best piece in a way. Yeah, okay, maybe this would have been simpler, I'm not sure. But it feels strange to give up the bishop voluntarily. Okay, maybe b4 is his idea. But I could play knight e5 now, for instance, applying pressure on c3. Yeah, he cannot go b4. c3 is just hanging, and I'm threatening to take there anyway. I guess yeah, short castle would be the normal move, but if he castles short, I think I've got the nice move knight to g4. Yeah. If he would have castled short, I could have played knight g4. I can show this afterwards quickly. It's a quite nice trick here. Okay, what now? I can just take c3. Is there some brilliant trick here? Takes, queen takes. And if he moves the king, I can take d3 or... So there's no, nothing special here, I think.
Check.
Let's just grab the material.
Check.
If you place bishop to d2, I could also, well, I can take on d3 with check, cd, queen d3, and it should be, yeah, it's just winning. But I could also play queen d3, cd, knight takes, check, and exchange down to an endgame with a complete extra piece. Queen d3. Does he have some brilliant move then? Yeah, some queen move maybe. Queen c5. Queen c5 or... But then I can just play knight d7. Or queen to g3, but then I could play queen d4. This should just trade down to an ending with an extra piece. Yeah, now I can just cover the e5 knight, I think. Queen d4. But what about knight takes e4? Is this also possible? Knight takes e4. If he takes e5 with the queen, I have queen d2, queen f2 mate. If he takes d3, I can take on g3, the queen, and it's just completely winning. Does he have something else? If not, then this is just completely over. It's got no checks or something. This should work. Takes on e4, I can exchange on the g3, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this should really end this, unless he wants to continue with the piece down in the end game. Yeah, really no move. Alright, so I can just take d2.
Check.
And this is 2 extra pieces. Oh wow, he continues.
White resigns.
Okay, he doesn't continue. Yeah, 2 extra pieces is a bit much. Yeah, this was a real opening disaster. What I wanted to show you quickly is a nice one. If he doesn't play rook c1 here, but castles. I'm not quite sure. How do I? Oh yeah, I can take some moves back here. If he castles now, I have this nice trick. This is quite funny. Threatening mate on h2, so he doesn't have much choice. He needs to capture the knight. Knight takes, and still this mate threat here. So he needs to move the queen, and maybe he's got bishop f4. Maybe bishop f4. My idea was if he moves the queen now, I can take on e3. Note that c7 is covered here with the bishop, and if he recaptures now, then this one just wins the queen. Nice little line, but maybe he's got. I need to do this other. Maybe he's got bishop f4 here. And this isn't so brilliant. I mean, okay, this is of course good for black, but it's not an instant win. He needs to take.
Check.
And then I
Check.
can grab the exchange here. And now white has got a pawn for the exchange. Yeah, black is better, but it's not winning, not directly winning. So knight g4 is not so strong as I thought. Yeah, well, okay, I can just play a normal move, rook something, rook d8 or castles. Black is a piece up. So this kind of opening here is not really playable. Here he needs to do some damage control, like a3 or something. Yeah, this kind of setup is not playable for white. This English attack setup is not playable against this e6 a6 line, the Khan variation. White needs to continue normally here, and yeah, I think this is also already unusual. I think white usually plays bishop e2 or bishop b3 here, or f4 or something like this, and yeah, maybe he can go bishop d3 or something here, develop some pieces, and this instantly goes into the spin, and it's already a bit problematic. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon with a new video.